How you doing? This is Theo Social Sports Center. Today I want to talk about Colorado football. Again, they come out with a win. They beat rival Colorado State, beating Colorado State at Colorado. It was an amazing game. We've seen many celebrities at the game, including Lil Wayne, who brought the team out, Cameron. And also, one of the great things about the game is that there was some early talking amongst the football coaches. Really, the Colorado State coach talked about Deion Sanders saying, "When I talk to the press, when I talk to adults, I take my glasses off and I take my hat off." And what I didn't know is that Deion Sanders had a sunglasses line, and that sunglasses line after that comment, and Deion Sanders brought sunglasses for the whole team. That sunglasses line raised $1.2 million in I believe about a week. So after that comment, the sales went up to $1.2 million. So whatever Deion Sanders touch is gold. We see him in Almond commercials and Affleck commercials now on TV, and it takes you back to when he was a player and he played in the Super Bowl, and he's playing and getting interceptions, returning kicks, returning punts, returning kickoffs, and then also you will see him a lot in the you will see him a lot also in the commercials. And whatever Deion touches is gold. And now we see a lot of people saying that they're the reason that Deion Sanders is successful in Colorado. They are the reason that Deion Sanders is a coach now. So so many people coming out, but Colorado is now 3-0. Last year, as we all know, they were 1-11. They haven't played Colorado State since I believe 2019. Colorado did beat Colorado State then, but now this Colorado State team is very talented. After watching the highlights, that quarterback is a very, very talented quarterback at Colorado State. Threw some amazing passes. But Colorado played a great game. It was unfortunate that Travis Hunter was hurt, and they said that he may be out for a couple weeks. This comes right before they kind of go through a gauntlet in the Pac-12. They will play Oregon next. After Oregon, they will play USC, who's one of the best teams in the country. They have a Heisman-winning quarterback who's up possibly to win Heisman again 2 years in a row. After that, they go to Arizona State. So it's sad to see that they will lose Travis Hunter um, coming up to one of their toughest 2 weeks in the Pac-12 conference. What I was upset about, and of course, this is why the Pac-12 was having troubles. This game was played at 9 p.m. Central Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, and lasted till about 2 a.m. Uh, I was hoping to see the Colorado game earlier, about 11 a.m. or 1 or 3, but we had to wait all the way until 9 o'clock. Now it's amazing that College Game Day decided to go back to Colorado for this game. They were actually supposed to go to Illinois versus Penn State, but they decided to go to Colorado again. So again, we keep seeing Colorado on primetime television because the Deion Sanders touch and how amazing the players are playing. But the Pac-12 has to do something about these 9 p.m. West Coast time games, which doesn't really, like I said, I think it starts 7 their time. They're 2 hours ahead, and 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. There has to be something better done with the West Coast. I know, like they want to be prime time their time zone, but it doesn't work centrally. It doesn't work easterly for their time zones. But like I said, it was an amazing game. But I would have liked to see them play earlier. I believe the Oregon game will be played at 3. Again, like I said, I would love to see Travis Hunter playing both sides of the ball against some of the top teams in the Pac-12 like Oregon and USC. But unfortunately, he will be out. The safety number 11 hit Travis Hunter after the ball was overthrown, and it was seemed like a cheap shot. He did not get called for targeting. Instead, he got called for unsportsmanlike conduct. Also, what I want to talk about is the play of Shiloh Sanders on defense. He forced a fumble, had one interception that was called back, had one interception that he ran in for a touchdown. He's been playing amazing on defense. We all talk about Shador, how amazingly he's been playing on offense. But Shiloh Sanders has been doing his thing on defense, man. He just, with interceptions and leading the team in tackles, like I said, forcing the fumble in critical moments. Shiloh Sanders has been playing an amazing job. He did do a little bit of a high step towards the touchdown, but the wide receiver was hawking him down. So it was amazing to see him kind of do the Deion Sanders high step. But like I said, Deion Sanders is just doing an amazing job with the University of Colorado team as far as recruitment and coaching. And a lot of things that's starting to go along now on Facebook is how he's more of a father figure and how he's really close to his players. He's not really getting into people's faces, cursing, screaming, throwing things. He's more so talking to people, consoling people. People make mistakes. He puts two hands on their shoulders, talks to them, motivates them, like, everything will be okay. And this is in the wake of, we've seen a prep coach from Florida cuss out a young man and screaming at him, cussing at him, saying that he's going to whoop him or fight him. And that coach was suspended. And we see Deion Sanders kind of take the other route as far as coaching and more of a father figure. And there's a post going on about Facebook how he embraces his son and he hugs his son. We don't see him kind of being that kind of that real tough guy, like, I'm not going to hug my son, or say I'm gonna get on my son, I'm gonna cuss him out, things like that, but I'm not gonna hug him, I'm not gonna love on him in public. And we see the kind of the opposite, where he supports his son, he talks to his son, and when his son is doing well, he gives him a hug. Even when his sons are doing bad, he hugs them. And we've seen that with other players. And it's we kind of got to talk about this. Is does that old school style tough coaching, does it work anymore? Does it work for these new style players? And I don't think it does anymore. That Bob Knight type of style coaching, I don't think it works anymore for our new era of players. Kind of like we see with the head coach at the University of Texas, how he just embraced all his players, had different handshakes with all his players. He hugged a lot of his players. He talked positive, motivated them, pushed them, and that real tough, as far as like cussing them out or getting in their face and screaming and telling these players to play through adversity and getting on players, it's just not working anymore. Like, it doesn't work with today's players. And another video, I want to get into that more, because I do want to talk about that high school prep coach being fired for cussing and acting as though he's going to fight a player. I believe the player might have stole something or did something at a house, and he told the player, "Well, you acting like a thug, and I'll fight you. You ain't this, you ain't that." But a lot of times we need to understand the environment that these players come from. And even though a lot of our players do have fathers, but a lot of players don't have fathers. They come from single parent homes. Even the ones that do come from two parent homes, maybe their father's working a lot, so they don't get to see their father a lot, but they're really dealing with the coach a lot. And these new style coaches, who kind of, back in the day, like even when I was coming out, like coaches would be talked about if you were like too nice to your players, like you were a little bit too motivated, like you are being a friend to these players. And that was talked about. You got to be hard. You got to be this and that. And now we kind of see of a change, like those coaches who had a better relationship with their players, or their players could come to them and talk to them about anything, and kind of was more of a friend. These coaches, excuse me, are doing a lot better now with these players, and that's why we see different style of coaches are getting these jobs over the coaches who are kind of in your face, cussing, throwing stuff. These coaches are kind of being pushed out, if sort of say. We even see Nick Saban, who's a lot calmer now than he used to be. When he was at LSU, he was screaming, throwing stuff. He's not like that as much anymore. But I just wanted to say, again, congratulations to the University of Colorado. Congratulations to Deion Sanders. Like I said, whatever, he's the man. Like, whatever he touches is gold. And we need to show, Shiloh Sanders some more support, because he's just been playing really well and leading that defense. Shedeur Sanders did his thing. That 2-minute drill at the end of the game to tie the game, it was just amazing, man. Something that we've seen from Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. It started at the 2-yard line and led the team down for a touchdown and tie the game. It was kind of scary at first. We thought that Colorado may lose this game to Colorado State. But through adversity, we still see University of Colorado still push through, not losing, but they were down on the road at TCU and came back and won that game. We seen them at home dominate Nebraska, and then we seen them at home go through adversity, being down the whole game, tying the game, winning in overtime. So Deion Sanders continues to shine. His sons continue to shine. The team continues to shine even through adversity. Now it's time to see what they can do against Oregon and USC. Definitely will be watching. Congratulations again to University of Colorado. Congratulations to Deion Sanders. And you all, thank you all for watching. This is Nathaniel Social Soul Setter signing out. And you all have a good one.